Good morning. May God's grace and peace be with us as we look towards heaven. Matthew 11, verse 28 says, "Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest." Christ uses all the possible means to call our attention. How tender and considerate are his dealing with us. He longs to break us free from the spell of infatuation that are deceiving us to the satanic agencies around us. He longs to give us forgiveness and peace. Christ was the mighty healer of all spiritual as well as physical maladies. Look, oh look, upon the sympathetic Redeemer. With the eyes of faith, let us behold him walking in the streets of the city, gathering the weak and weary to himself, helpless, sinful human beings, crowding about him. See the mothers with their sick and dying little ones in their arms, pressing through the crowds, that they may get within reach of his notice and touch. Let our eyes of faith take in the scene. Watch these mothers pressing their way to him, pale, weary, almost despairing, yet determined and persevering, bearing their burdens of suffering in their arms. As these anxious ones are being crowded back, Christ makes his way to them step by step, until he is close by their side. Tears of gladness and hope fall freely as they catch his attention and look into his eyes that express such tender pity and love for their weary ones, for the weary mother as well as for her suffering child. He invites her confidence, saying, "What shall I do for you?" She sobs as she says, "Master, that thou shouldest heal my child." She has shown her faith in urging her way to him, though she didn't know that he was making his way to her, and Christ takes the child from her arms. He speaks the word, and the disease flees at his touch. The pallor of death is gone. The life-giving current flows through the veins. The muscles receive strength. Words of comfort and peace are spoken to the mother. And then another one comes and urges at his presence. The mother asks help for herself and her children, for they are all sufferers. With willingness and joy, Christ exercises his life-giving power, and they give praises and honor and glory to his name who does wonderful things. No frown is seen on Christ's countenance, shunning away the humble suppliant from his presence. The priests and the rulers sought to discourage the suffering and needy, saying that Christ healed the sick by the power of the devil. But his way could not be hedged up. He was determined not to fail or become discouraged. Suffering privation himself, he traveled the country that was the scene of his labor, scattering his blessing and seeking to reach every heart, as he continues to do today, seeking to reach our heart. Let us look towards heaven.